Enchantress, and I'm here with another pick a card, and this time we're going to be talking about who is your next lover. So this will be for anybody who is looking forward to something new, maybe, or a refreshing of something that you've already been involved in. And I'm also going to dive in a little bit deep about how they might make love with you. We'll find out a little bit about their personality, maybe a zodiac sign, and also maybe some letters or initials to get a clue who this could be, if you might already know them or if not. And this is also a big collab with my kindreds that V Love and Crystals has gathered together a bunch of amazing tarot readers, and we're all doing this same topic for this month of who will be your next lover. So please check out the other channels, and I'll have them listed in the description box with their links as well. So I'm number one, no, I'm on the list, and I'm Pixie Dust Tarot, and this is me, Cherry Enchantress. Then we have Mumeanha DivineStarseed, Fairytales and Cocktails, Cosmic Love 333, Velvet Cat, Cosmic Lunar Soul, The Abyss Tarot T.A.T, Mystic T Tarot, Mystic Star Magic, Triple Moon Goddess 1111, Gifted Soul 777, that's a good number. And then Carm Alexi, your intuitive bestie, new to our group. The Silver Empress, Tanya Pizzolatto, Celeste Simone Tarot, Kittens Waits in Tarot, and V Love and Tarot, or V Love and Crystals, who is our leader and our coordinator basically of this collab effort that we're having. And I like to call us the Mystics Love and Tarot group, but that's my working name of our group right now. Eventually, I'm sure we'll have some kind of specific name to refer to. Anyway, so please definitely watch the other channels. A lot of new up-and-coming talent that really could use your support. All right, you guys, so we have 4 piles here. This is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. Take a deep breath in. Close your eyes, release your breath. Now, I know you might have to do that again, so shake it off, shake it off. Relax. Take a deep breath in. Close your eyes, release your breath. Open your eyes and let them drift to the pile that's meant for you. You can pick more than one. In fact, you can pick all of them to get little clues from each pile for a bigger picture, or you can pick and choose. My favorite number is 24, so sometimes I pick 2 and 4, but looky here, we also have 24 right there. There's lots of ways to choose. You can choose by the timestamp as well. All right, everybody, so let's begin. All right, here we have pile number 1. So we have just this little tiny stack, and then I'm going to live shuffle the rest. But first of all, we have the Alphabet for Lovers Oracle, and like I said, number 24, which is a little scene from the Venus image. The birth of Venus. I was like, Venus? What Venus? Yeah, in the little corner of the birth of Venus are those angels, and so this kind of looks like a little recreation of that. It's so cute. Anyway, so here's some clues to some letters. KH or CH. Desire to make up for the past. Number 24. And number 52, another kind of Garden of Eden type imagery with a little bit of humor into it. And number 52, and then you have the letters F, P, H, G, H, and P, opening, healing, and salvation. Some little clues there. All right, let's see what your lover's oracle says. Sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you find true bliss. So you will come into sexual union with this future lover, obviously because it's about lovers, but it could be about a kind of lover that you may not actually physically connect with. You may just be sort of a tantric lover, emotional, or a spiritual lover. Let's find out more about them. All right, so here we have the Ace of Chalices. This could be a new love, but beyond the newness of it, it could represent the feeling of falling in love. And maybe it's with somebody that you already know, but there's going to be a new level here of intimacy, or a new chapter in your relationship or something like that, where you feel like you're falling in love all over again. Some of you will be brand new, and some of you will be sort of a new chapter feeling, this newness, this bubbling up, this giddy feeling, this childlike excitement that you get, the kind of feeling that you get when it's puppy love. Although I'm not going to call it puppy love, because I feel like it has to do with an instant attraction. You see how they can immediately connect. And let's see what else. Oh, and then you have the Lovers. So this is very yin and yang. This is specific Lovers card. It's the light and the dark. It's mirroring each other, being two different opposites, and yet mirroring each other and attracting to each other, as if you know that you are each other's completion. So it does feel kind of a lot like a twin flame kind of connection, or a very high level soulmate, where you really feel this counterpart energy with them that feels very deep but very spiritual. Also with the Sun, if the masculine in this situation could be very outgoing, fun-loving, charismatic type. The feminine in this relationship could be a very gentle, soft-spoken, quiet type, intuitive. There could have some certain balancing with their energies, where she may be more of a spiritual and he may be more of a material type of person. But there is like these two energies happening and connecting and drawing in together. So that's a good start. All right, so let's see now. We're going to get the next thing I would like to see is from the romantic fairy. What kind of connection this could be, and who is it with? Who is this next lover? Oh, right, it's your perfect match. And somebody feels like your best friend as well. Like somebody that will level up and turn into, it has the basis of friendship, and then it will level up into something more. And I feel like some of you may know this person and maybe never thought that it would turn into anything, and then somehow you spend more time together and it turns in, it grows. Also, there could be a reason why you didn't explore anything with each other. You had to stay friends for whatever reason, but then you stepped past those boundaries and it became fearless. You got some courage. But all along you've had this psychic telepathic connection with your person, and your communication goes beyond mere words. All right, let's see what kind of sign they might be. All right, we have the first house. The first house is individuality, self-image, and approach to life. Interesting, I just watched a video with Kino, and she said my person, or the one I picked, had strong first house energies. So that first house represents how you see them on the outside, like everything is on the surface. They're very, very what you see is what you get kind of people, and they could have some predominant signs in the first house that kind of clues you into who they are right away. You know, their beliefs, their feelings about things, their emotions, or whatever. You have Chiron, hurt and heal. So Chiron is an interesting aspect in astrology, and wherever it's placed, it has a special kind of healing magic in their connection. It's really works interestingly with this fearless love. It could be the place in your chart where you have your courage in order to face this kind of love that could either be taboo, or that there has been some obstacles or reasons why you can't fulfill this relationship. But because this is your next lover, it feels as if the shift, maybe astrologically, is going to open the door for you to connect through a shifting of things. So let's see what kind of lover they're going to be. All right. That's too many. I like a single card, please. Maybe I'll give it a better shuffle. Let's see. All right, very nice. You have the Ace of Chalices, which means they're going to be a very tender lover. I feel like it's very similar looking here. They have this kind of understanding of what you desire because they're so psychically connected with you. And here you go, second time with the Ace of Cups. So this definitely feeling like this is going to feel like the first time. And they are going to give you really wonderful, beautiful foreplay, like kiss you from head to toe, make you experience every feeling to the fullest, really get to know your body and help you feel eased into it and relaxed. It might be the very first time that you've ever made love with this person. So for those of you, some of you are wondering if your next lover is just somebody that you've already been with before, and that's possible for some people. But I feel with this pile, this is somebody you may know, but you've never experienced lovemaking with them. And the first time is going to be very tender, slow, sort of I was going to say experimental, but not experimental, exploratory. It's going to be like exploring and pushing all the sensual erogenous zones just to feel you out and see what's going on there, how to make you feel good. So let's get another deck to finalize that. All right, let's see what our erotic enchantment has to say. Oh, emotional outburst. This is a good one. So it's the body ripple effect, the full ripple from head to toe. This person is going to make you scream their name, basically. This person is going to be really good at making you wet. And you're going to have multiple orgasms. It's going to be very explosive. And I feel like it might be a bit of a surprise at times how amazingly you connect and how well they make you feel. I said that they were going to make you feel well, but really they're going to make you feel ecstatic, like a way that you've never ever felt before. Just complete, whole, amazed. whatever, and maybe a little bit, you know, like a kind of transcended feeling, just kind of like almost an out-of-body experience, the way you just really let go and surrender to these beautiful emotional feelings. All right, so let's see. Let's get a few charms here and some letters, because we're really not a big clue, at least in as far as signs go, who they are. Interesting. All right, well, you have Tinkerbell. It's like your wishes are coming true. You have Buddha, somebody you feel, maybe it's a very spiritual person, somebody you, like I said, feel telepathic connection. With the top hat, it could be somebody you've known in a past life. Here you go. Well, here's a good clue. Saxon, to me, makes me think of Viking, a big, burly type of person. If it's a masculine, or I don't know, if it's a feminine, like this could be a feminine male who's very Viking-like on the outside, but soft on the inside. Then you have the pine cone. Oh, somebody said something. Okay, if you know about the pine cone, please put it in the comment section. But it's also it's about the pineal gland, and then that also represents this connection of telepathy too. Very beautiful. And then you have the angel here. Maybe you have an angel, a spirit baby out there trying to talk to you, saying, yes, come together, you need to be together, you're my future. And you have Saint Dymphna. So maybe it's somebody that experiences anxiety and depression on occasion, because Saint Dymphna is the patron saint of those with mental disorders. And this, you know, could represent a person that's actually overcoming challenges, and maybe you are too, but there's a healing going on. So I think that's a good thing. You have the tiara here. It makes me think of like a divine feminine and divine masculine, the emperor, empress energy. The pineapple is sweet. Okay, so sweet, juicy kisser. And yeah, somebody that just juice. It's just like somebody that makes you feel that way, that you have a lot of, you release a lot when you're with this person. You cry, you laugh, you explode emotionally, and it's not, I mean, it's like you can't hold back. Like your lovemaking style will be sort of very loud and expressive, and it will be so sweet, extremely sweet. And maybe he thinks you taste sweet, good. And by the way, pineapple's a good thing to eat, to be sweet, if you know what I mean. To always have that sweet taste to you. And then you have the cherub and the moon. So here you got two cherub babies. The moon represents the unconscious or subconscious. It's the dream world, and I feel like there is some kind of connections that you have with babies, children, whether they're living children that you know have in your life, children that maybe you've already had with this person. So maybe it could be somebody, for some of you, it could be somebody you know, or some babies that are coming towards you in the future. You have the wrench here. Feels like things can be repaired, especially things having to do with love and emotion, because this is the pipe for the water pipe wrench. And water pipes, to me, makes me think of the connecting emotions and love energy. And then you have, this is taste in Chinese. So a lot of tasting going on, a lot of exploring the erogenous zones, tasting, savoring you. I want to savor you. That's one of the things that came out in that I have in my message cards. And sometimes you might get that message whenever you visit my channel and watch those message videos. So if that comes out, then that could be connected to your person, the savoring. Let's see now what their letters might be. APR. Or rap. Maybe they're a rapper. And IE. Anything else? J. And a Q. And a T. Alright. There are a few letters there. There could be somebody's initials. They could be, you could see somebody's name, or you could see a word that might, you know, jog your memory, or it can make you feel connected to them somehow. I see pie. An ear. The ear could be there, that one of your special erogenous zones. You could be going on a trip. You could be, you're a pair. There you go, look. You are a very beautiful pair. Alright, you guys. Well, that's just a few of the letters I see. Also, it could be air signs. We didn't get any sign clues really, except first house, but you will recognize them because all their emotions are like out there for you to see. The way they feel, they think, everything is just right there for you to tap into. And that's why I think that energy is so explosive right away. And it's that first, that kind of feeling of being in love. Everything is one, like first house, aces, you know, that one energy, that kind of Aries almost energy. So yeah, there you go, you guys. I hope you like that. And if this one's didn't resonate, or you want to pick a second or third pile, go ahead and be my guest. I'm going to move on to the next. And be sure to check out the other channels that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, and they'll be in the description box. And be sure to subscribe if you're not a subscriber, like and comment. And if you came to visit me from one of those other channels, thank you so much. I'd love to have you, and I'd love for you to join this group too. We're the sparkles of light here. So moving on to the next. Alrighty, and here is pile 2 with 66. So your alphabet for lovers will kind of give you a clue, like a little message, plus you have also 63, some letters as well. You have preserving the flame of love, CH and SH. You have living with a leader, R. So you know, you might some of you out there are meeting someone new, and some of you may know this person. And for everybody, it'll be a new phase of some sort, whether it's the very first time together or something new happening in an already existing situation. All right, so let's see what your lover's oracle says. Embrace. Through each other you find the missing pieces. And your heart tarot, you have the moon. Beautiful. And you have the sun. Oh, the moon and the sun. So you too, like, that's funny because in pile 1 we had sort of a yin-yang, and here again it's kind of repeated, except in separate cards in a sense. So the masculine here, the daddy, there could be a person in your life who is already, your next lover could be a single dad, or somebody that is already a father, or you could be having a child, because it looks like this next lover could possibly get you pregnant. And anyway, definitely children are in a highlight in this pile. Making babies, having babies. Whether you resonate with the single parent or not, or the connecting with this person to have children with them, or this is somebody that you've already had some children with, and now you're like reconnecting with them. They're your future lover. Basically, future lover, or your next lover, could be definitely somebody that's been a lover before, and that could be the case for this group right here. But they, for whatever reason, you know, maybe you weren't together for a while, but this looks like a very loving man or woman, or both, that are in this situation. Same as the Lovers card, where there's two people connecting. This feels like it could be a very nice spiritual connection as well. And also the moon represents to me like the high priestess and the goddess, and a feminine who is very intuitive and connected to her higher self. And she could be, some of you out there could be pregnant and being very connected to a child within, or or maybe you've already been through that experience and you know what that was like, to be connected psychically and physically to a child within. And then the father represents, or the masculine sun represents, the external world, the material world, being connected with the child outside, the child that you play with, touch, baseball, basketball, games, sports of all kinds, but also just the rough and tumble, the feeding of food, the mother does caretaking as well, but these energies here represent the internal and the external energies of taking care of children, in a sense. And you could, exchange them. Although the one thing the fathers will never really understand is what it feels like to have the child inside, right? But fathers can have an empathic and a psychic connection with their children just as easily as well. All right, so really beautiful connection here, and a beautiful daddy type who I think when it comes to being your lover will have a sort of tenderness and will treat you like materially well. That kind of person who will give you a bath, run you a bath, cook you something nice to eat, be that kind of loving, and be playful and have a good time with you. Let's see what other clues we can have. Also, Sun is the ruling planet of Leo, and Moon, the ruling planet of Cancer. So those could be some signs here. What does the romantic fairy have to say? All right, this is your spiritual soul path. Your personal evolution is developing. The way you develop has to do with connecting to this person. A rendezvous could be coming up, you guys. A private getaway for two is calling you. So if this card came up, it just makes me feel like your next lover is coming into the physical world very soon. There will be gift giving here, something that your person will give you that you want to cherish. In the olden days, when women got corsages, they would put it in the refrigerator, but it could be something that you wear around your wrist, around your neck, your ears. It could be a ring. It could be something that you put on a shelf that you look at often. There is going to be some kind of, okay, look how this split. So this is a very beautiful romantic connection. And then this one, there's something else going on. So this person that is your future lover may have an ex in their life that they're dealing with, that because of kids or whatever, the romance gets interrupted sometimes because of duties. There's no passion in this particular connection. And so, but yet there are responsibilities in this other connection. All right, let's see what their zodiac sign might be. Ooh, we have Earth, persistence, patience, and practicality. And we have sextile, which is really great. A combination of tension and flow, potential and rewarding situation. So whenever planets are sextile, that means they're harmonious. They're in perfect harmony together. And when you have harmony in your chart with somebody else, you flow well with them. But at the same time, good relationships are are ones you can heal and learn and grow from. So you need a little bit of challenges once in a while in order to level up and grow into that next phase of who you are. But I like for a lover and a sexual connection and making love, having both this kind of great connection but tension at the same time makes for really wonderful, fulfilling feelings. And so one or the other of you, but it could be Virgos here, or Capricorns are highlighted. Earth also is Taurus energy, but that's not, oh, there, Taurus. Yeah, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn could be your person. Okay. All right, let's see now, what kind of lover will they be? I'm going to use the Tarot Sexual Magic. Let's see. All right, okay. We'll use this one. This kind of represents a little bit of a kink, a little bit of a dominant energy. This is definitely kind of like the daddy type energy coming out. We also had the Lovers, so there is this sense of there is choices here, and this one makes me feel like, yeah, there is another person trying to interfere sometimes, and it could be an ex or another feminine that's interested in your person. But then look, like you're switching it up, so you're able to try things out, both of you, two different ways. And yeah, I think your style of lovemaking is not exactly lovemaking, but I think your relationship is based on love, but your sex life is definitely fun and experimental, and a little bit of role play and trying interesting, fun things out. All right, let's get a little bit more information. So let's see what the erotic enchantment says. Okay, that came out. Yes, exploring something different. You like exploring. And you also had virility, so he's a very virile, like, I think, well-endowed person, very handsome, and dominant, you know, somebody who wants to kind of be the leader. Oh yeah, didn't we have living with a leader? There you go. Like, generally wants to be the leader, but then I think there'll be times where I shouldn't say allow, but you talk it over. Like, you're fair, right? There's a fairness, and you just, talk it over and decide that there's some things that you want to try as well. So yes, definitely a lot of exploring going on in this sexy relationship. And it's the only clue for who really is, as far as signs are, is that they're earth signs. It could also be a Leo or a Cancer. Your future lover could also be a dad or have the daddy tendencies. Daddy Dom type. Okay, I'm just saying it. And because you have the leader here, and then you have fathers, and then you have exploring, and then you have a BDSM kind of symbology. So I just feel, in a general sense, they're definitely exploring, very exploratory in the bedroom. And yeah, that's nobody important. All right, so let's see now your charms. All right. Well, I see the baby right away. So this is definitely somebody that either has kids or will make a baby for you, in you. Put a baby in you if you're the one that can hold the babies. or you're the baby maker, whatever, however you want to see this. You have a rock, so rock solid situation. You have liberty, could be a Libra, but we have mostly earth signs. So somebody could live in the United States or even New York. It could be somebody who just has a strong sense of justice and liberty and faith in those kinds of things. You have, ooh, Billy Idol, the rock star. So this could be, yeah, somebody that you just really admire, you look up to, you think that they're beautiful, hot, sexy. You just feel like very excited to be around them. Yeah, I feel that there's this sense that you're willing to be submissive to them because you put them in such a high esteem. But I think they're very fair with you. Very fair. Very good, exciting, sexy person who's very fair with you. You get the letter. And number 8, you have the compass. So something about the direction you go in. You might want to check on your North Node to see in astrology what would be your life path, or what instincts are good for you. So if your instincts are to be more of the submissive, then maybe this scenario with this person will be very good and very healing. Some part of your spiritual path to explore this side of you. Then you have Elsa, very spiritual, strong-willed, and this could also represent people out there that are connected just telepathically as well, or have a sort of a spirit connection with someone. You could be loving this person remotely, or, in a kind of tantric style. And that's another thing that you can explore. I sense, though, because of Earth here and these symbols, this is going to be a physical experience. And that's coming through soon, because you also have the rendezvous, which is a physical destination. But a lot of you may right now know this person and be still in that spiritual sense, be more in the Elsa mode right now, just calling spirit, feeling them. I hear you, I sense you, I know you're out there, but waiting for that to come through for you. You have the fishy. The fish could represent Pisces, but also in Lenormand it represents success and finances and money and stability and going with the flow, this kind of fluid movement. It could also, I feel the way you flow together is really good, but you also have a nice substantial quality about you with the apples. Like you have enough. You maybe also hearing DM in my head, your DM, your divine masculine, your daddy dom, or if you're the daddy, whoever you are listening, there is this sense of food and feeding and protectiveness, like looking out for each other, making sure you're well and you're eating healthy and you're eating plenty, So I see that. Oh, look, and then you have the royal suite. So this could be the key for that special room where you have your rendezvous, and you have the ancestors are talking to you. I think your ancestors are going to chime in and give you their opinion about the matter, and you'll hear voices, or you'll feel sort of connection with clues from your ancestors, kind of giving a thumbs up. I feel like it's going to be a thumbs up because the babies are coming through, and the spirit babies are trying to send you messages as well. And you have feather, which could represent messages from angels, birds. Also, the harp is music, so there's an underlying music here, especially too with the rock star. Okay, you guys, I hope you like that. Thumbs up if you like that, and feel free to comment below and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And hello everybody who's come over from the other friends channels. Also, if you're a regular on my channel, please go check out those other channels that are listed in the description box. who I'm collabing with in this amazing fun reading about your next lover. So yeah, and go right now, check out that second pile that you might be interested in, or the third pile, or just keep going. If you started from 1 to 4, then just keep on trucking, because it's a beautiful reading, and I think you're going to find some of you might find bits and pieces in each pile that really jump out at you and feel very resonant. So that's another way to listen to this and watch this beautiful reading. So I'll see you at the next pile. Hi, pile number 2. I'm sorry, I almost forgot your letters. That's it. All right. Let's just shake them up. We're gonna get like an extended message for pile number 2. All right, look at all the letters you get. You're special. So I have S, L, R, A, N, A, T. I have Jan, TV, I have P, TP, and I have heart, love, and D, and E, and N. Almost looks like Valentine's. Alright, so if you see any initials or any special words, I see love, L-O-V-E. Aw, that's nice. I see Dan and Jan and Stan and like Janice. Dawn and John. And I see neat. Neato. Somebody who could be neat, though, you know, because that could be a clue, like a Virgo. All right, you guys take it from here. Take somebody who wants to feed you. Did I say something about somebody who likes to feed you? So take a screenshot and play with this all day long. It's one of my favorite things to do, play with the letters. Okay, so definitely now I will see you at the next reading, at the next pile, because you're hooked, right? You have to see more. All right, see you at the next pile. Alrighty, and here's pile number 3. And you have, from the alphabet for lovers, you have 72 and 46. So let's see. Oh, you got the crazy heart. This is the wild card. This is the special one, that the only one in the deck. And the crazy heart just means like good luck. I mean, whew, abundance. Good job. And you have support and protection. And here's your okay, but the bad thing about crazy heart, it doesn't come with letters. So you get C and S for your letters. Oh man, I didn't do letters for pile number 2. Oh, well, I'll just have to add it to the end. Well, and remind me, I have to do letters for you too. All right, so let's see what your lover's oracle has to say. Passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. So when stuff like this comes out, it makes me feel more like a message of timing, like this is going to happen soon, because you have the magnetism surrounding you right now. Let's see what your heart tarot says. Ooh, you have the 7 of chalices and the Emperor. So very strong leader type, pillar of the community coming out here. And so the Emperor is all about charm. He's about virility. We got a little virility in pile 2. So if you came over from pile 2, he's aware of his powerful charm, and he is an excellent lover and proud of the woman that's by his side. And he's an authoritative father and a sincere friend and a very great son as well. So you really got the everything in one with this person. Ooh, very nice. And then the Seven of Cups is very a funny card. In general, it to me, of course you see it come out and it means choices and sometimes fantasies and stuff, but this Seven of Wands, of Chalices, I mean, is Seven of Chalices is a very sweet card in the Lovers, in the Heart Tarot. And it is about victory and aspirations coming true. This is a courtship. And so it's finally reaching a happy ending. Somebody that you've known for a little while, who's actually courted you, who you dated a few times, you're leading up to it, you're building up to this. And it's coming to a happy ending. And all the problems are solved. Anything that might have been in the way or insecurities, the sentimental victories are won. There's harmony here, and this could be a soulmate as well. And that could be part of the reason why you took in your time, because this is a very special connection that you just didn't want to rush. All right, let's see what the romantic fairy has to say. Let's see. Ooh, open your heart. Love is the highest energy of all. Let it in. So it's time. It's time now to let this in. It's been a while. You've built it up. A lot of sexual tensions, desiring each other, and now finally it's time to open up and let this in. All right. So let's see now what zodiac sign this person might be. All right, let's see. Whoa, that was fast. You have the house 12, spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. Interesting. And I happen to have a stellium in the 12th house. 12th house is a very spiritual house, and mine is in Libra. So if you have, like me, a stellium in Libra in the 12th house, then a deep, profound love that transcends all love is going to be important to you. So, all right, big order, tall order. So some of you might have that kind of connection, and I have Pluto, like some of you might also have Pluto in the 12th house, which makes your love life not only deep, but very, it's just very erotic in to the depth and breadth that you can possibly make it, beyond anything anybody's ever experienced before. Also, if you happen to have a Venus, say, in the 12th house, that could indicate secret love affairs and keeping quiet about a romance. So you might want to check that out. See if you have Saturn in the 12th house. It's a definitely heavy karma to deal with. Let's see what else. But any sign in the 12th house just represents high spirituality. Ooh, this must be me. So this is Scorpio, intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing. Scorpios are extremely intense, very passionate signs. And when they are called the sex sign, because Scorpio, but beyond all other signs, know what it means to have that, to experience those highs and lows and emotional opening up and the sexual opening up better than anybody else would. And if you have, like I was talking about, Pluto in the 12th house is very similar to Scorpio, or if you have any 8th house placements as well, you may be able to tap in much easier, quicker to your lover and know exactly what they need and want and exactly how to give it to them and how to share with them. I feel the reason why the Emperor is here, because he is a great lover, he has these, and I'm just saying he to be in general, but it could be he or she. It's just this Emperor energy, this high masculine leadership, father type energy here. And very much knowing what to do in the situation. And you, or the feminine, very much meeting and matching the rhythm of them. All right, so let's see now. Let's see what exactly kind of lover they are. Let's go with the tarot sexual magic here. Also, Crazy Heart just makes me feel like somebody who's very abandoned with they're just free and very loving and open. Not, maybe a little bit more mature too, not too worried about society. After, it could be a very old soul, a young person who with an old soul, or a person that has a lot of experience and just knows, okay, I'm not dealing with this energy anymore. This kind of so you have Two of Pentacles, which is kind of a nice beginning. So it's kind of a creepy looking Two of Pentacles, but honestly it's really about holding back. There's a lot of tension here, holding back until it's time. And initially they just admire you, or the masculine's admiring. I just, sorry, but this pile of feeling really much a lot like I'm talking to the feminine here, or the female form here, and the masculine is your person that you're going to be with, your future lover. But if it doesn't resonate, definitely flip that around. You have the King of Chalices. So very protective, very loving energy here. Very high in their emotions, but very stable within their emotions. Patient, like extremely patient, knowing when the time is right. Some of you could be, you could be virgin and, you know, waiting for that perfect moment, and your masculine here, your lover, knows how to be patient with you. And so I get the sense that one, I definitely get the sense that one is slightly more experienced than the other. Let's just put it that way. Not necessarily the perfect, or a completely eye to eye exact, I shouldn't say eye to eye, like on the same exact level. If your future lover is a Scorpio, then that means they know a lot. And so they have a lot to show you, to teach you. There's a lot of, see, it's a lot of patience, temperance, moderation. Also this kind of build up, you know, tension that will make the fulfillment even that much better. So another way to say it would be like edging. Like this person could be the type that sort of edges you up, gets you aroused so hard that you you know, you have a really great feeling when it happens, when it all comes together. But anyway, you also, look, here you go, you also got the Emperor again coming through. So yeah, the Emperor is just a person, male or female, who just really is the epitome of this kind of masculinity, of knowing how to be in this. And and in the tarot sexual magic, the Emperor is virility, and so is the Emperor in the Heart Tarot. So virility twice here. So very virile person. So they have a lot of control too. Like they may be arousing you. And they may appear like they're not, that nothing is affecting them, but they have a lot of control, right? So they have control in the situation and because it heightens the experience even more. So yeah, this is a person who knows how to dominate themselves. That's important. Okay, let's see let's get a little more of this sexy magic here. So we got the erotic enchantment by Cherry Enchantress. Let's see what's going on here. Any keywords? Oh my goodness, all of the above, right? Let's see. I like this one. Entwined, all wrapped in each other. There is this very cozy feeling here of just feeling safe, feeling protected. I feel like, you know, you're going to have amazing foreplay, and when the actual intercourse happens, it's going to be very potent and powerful. But that's not where it stops. The aftermath is going to be really beautiful and warm and cuddly and loving. Very nice. A lot of just sweetness here. Let me try to get another one just to see, because that one came out in a group, and I just want to be fair here. Get an actual flipper. Okay, no flippers. Let's see. Anything else? You also have the emotional outburst. So yeah, when it happens, it's going to be quite explosive, and you might call out your person's name, or you for that matter. This person who's so in control of themselves may lose it completely. And even, you know, say words like I love you, or make promises in the moment because of the emotions that have been released in that period of time. All right, so let me get your charms out now. Okay. This is a good one. Alrighty. Okay, somebody in Texas like me, or this is just somebody who just really shines. They have a specialty. Ooh, a specialty. They could, and you know, like for some of you, could be just being able to be very laid back and drink beer with this person. But I just kind of sense a regalness, a nobleness because of the Emperor here. You have reach and hope and German, maybe a German beer drinker. And then you have the little child. Okay, so possible baby making, or you feel like young with them. You have this sort of a youthful quality about them when you're with them, whether you're young or not. You just feel like they're so much more experienced, or they make you feel loved, like like cared for. You have the number 30, so that could be a specific date. Look, I was gonna say, you got Scorpio again. You got Sagittarius, so interesting. So that's possible here too. Optimistic Sagittarius. You have the house. You could be finding a special place, a getaway, a rendezvous, or you could be somebody that already lives together or plan to move in together, something like that. So this could be your lover could be somebody that you already know, at least that you're familiar with. Yeah, I get the sense that it could be somebody that you're dating, or that you're building up, or that you will date and you will build up to this moment. You have shoes. The shoes, to me, in this situation, kind of feels like slow and steady progress, and stepping out, and little by little, and then it's full speed ahead, like the horse, the stallion. And he's a stallion. Somebody very special. Or she's a stallion, but yeah, he's a stallion. A Pegasus too, flying up high. There's music in the air too. When the dime comes out, I feel like design on a dime. I see like your money going a long way. But in the love connection, it could represent, or sex, it could represent. You know, I feel like it means about something having to do with being cute, or a 10, like you're fine, or he's fine. And then you have I mean, that's an old-fashioned word, fine. In my day, we used to say the word fine to mean hot. But you have some more music here. So music, right, you could have a really strong attachment with a specific song or something, or music will be in the background. Like this person is definitely a wine you, dine you, set the mood, be very slow, gentle, and there's this kind of patience and moderation going on in here. It kind of really builds the tension up so strong. It's interesting. I watched a reading, Stargirl, and she's in the pile that I picked. It said that, oh, you've known each other before. In your past life, you were never able to physically be together. There was all this tension and buildup, and it never happened. And so she said that it looked like in this lifetime it would actually happen. So something like that could be your situation. The elephant does mean like familiar, like knowing each other before, like having this sort of deja vu feeling of knowing each other. And then you have the arrow to the heart. Oh, straight to the heart. Like this is not just going to be a physical connection. This is definitely going to be a heart connection. This person, this masculine or feminine, but this person really, your future lover cares so much about you. Okay, here's some letters. You got TJ and G and O. You have jog. You have log. Okay, and you have W. You have G, like a G.I. Joe. I don't have the I, but 2. Low. Oh, you have 1, like you're like a winner. Oh, you have flow. Good flow here. And now, see, the energy could be very soon for you. Maybe before winter's out. All right. Well, I hope you like that. I'm going to move on to the next, and definitely you can move on to the next with me, or pick whatever pile that you want to go to, or watch them all. And definitely also check out the other channels that I have listed in the description box who I'm doing this collab with. So it's one big amazing reading, then you're checking everybody out. And then hello to all my visitors from other people's channels. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you liked it. I hope you become a subscriber, and I would love to have you. And yeah, so I'll see you guys around, and I'm moving on to the next pile. Okay, goodness, last but not least, this has been an interesting experience for me. Like, this camera's been overheating. It figures, right? The next lover video, the camera overheats. And so it's kind of, I've been piecing the pieces together, but we're making it through. So here we have 17 and 1 are your numbers. Let's see what the alphabet for lovers says. Restoring integrity and openness. And you have V, W, and U. And you have a new page in the relationship, and the letter A. Very nice. So whether if it's a new relationship or if it's just a new page, it's a feeling of newness coming through. Let's see what your lover's oracle has to say. Ooh, romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. So it could be for some of you first time falling in love with somebody. It could be for others this feeling of falling in love all over again, or that you've had to put off a physical meeting, and when you do, it's like falling in love again when you're with them. Let's see what your heart tarot has to say. Ooh, you have Temperance. I love this one because it's a very Beauty and the Beast kind of energy here with this particular one. So beauty here is just about unconditional love, and the beast is finding his worthiness, his worth, right, within himself, and that she's able to see beyond the exterior and look past into his heart. And that's what unconditional love is about. So I feel there's a really beautiful dynamic here, like a lot of love. Now, how a lot of the other piles, there was kind of this, the feminine seemed sort of youthful or inexperienced, or, you know, relying more on the masculine's knowledge. And here I think there is a little bit of a balance. The Temperance represents two sides being somewhat equal but blending really well together, so they offer what the other doesn't have, in a sense. You know, she is like his light and he is her protector, a lot like the Strength card as well. Temperance and Strength always remind me of each other for some reason. And then we have the Magician. So very nice. Manifesting things in. The Magician is a very nice person and energy. It represents Gemini too, for those of you who need more information, like astrological information. And Temperance represents Sagittarius. As far as personality, your future lover is probably going to be very enterprising, take the initiative in the situation. Could be a young lover and with lots of resources, a lot of vitality, lots of, you know, here we go again, virility, and very creative. And he knows how to keep the love relationship alive, and also really good in courtship and proposal. So maybe very creative proposal as well. Like this could lead to more than just, you know, making love. This could be an actual, yeah. And it's interesting, like all of the piles felt like there is going to culminate in a sexual experience, but I feel like this one could like maintain a nice romantic experience for a longer period of time, you know, and lead to marriage before the intercourse. But we'll see what other cards have to say. Okay, so let's see what the romantic fairy has to say. Ooh, you got freedom, and freedom is a healthy space and room to breathe. Really like that. This feels like a very mature adult relationship, one where the people have decided that there's not going to be any expectations, there's not going to be any focus on outcomes. There's just going to be this very nice, open, loose connection here. And for some of you, it could be a kind of a friends with benefits connection type thing. I mean, it doesn't have to be. It could also be like if you're, it doesn't matter what age, but there's people of different belief systems and age in whatever age range, but a lot of people kind of have a more casual kind of attitude about lovers, right? And that it doesn't have to necessarily be the one that you make a commitment to. So that's a possibility here, just saying. There's friendly support, other outside influences, including fairies and spirit guides and angels. There is great love here, though. This is follow the path of ascension. And you're reaching out to each other. Expect a call or text from your person of interest. So your person's coming through. Look at that. You got twin flame. This is, so for a lot of you guys out there, this is going to be the connection where you've been with somebody in a spiritual sense, but have not completed the physical union yet. Some twin flames have a physical union and then have the reunion, but many twin flames connect really beautifully in a spiritual sense, in an emotional sense. Even, you know, they may even speak to each other or talk to each other or text each other, but never actually physically live together, be together, or date like the typical couples do out there. So I feel like that's kind of might be the scenario here, and there's going to be a reaching out. And I just feel like this couple is an older couple. Like, they're not young, new loves, like not 20s or 30s necessarily. I feel like this could be more like 40s, 50s, even 60s, you know, this a more of a mature situation where you've been through many experiences, you and your person separately and together, been through many experiences, and now it's time to finally be united. And a lot of your life you didn't even know about this person, about your twin flame, but you sensed them out there. So I feel like that could be play a part in it. And your worth, your self-worth is going to play a big part in your healing. And then you're kind of coming into this level now of healing where it allows you to able to come into this union. So maybe you've been in separation or non-communication, and finally went through a surrender phase, and now in comes the union, you know, the physical 3D union of, yeah, this is a beautiful path here that's how that you're on. So let's see what is your person's sign. Pumpkin was taking a nap. I made her a tent. She's just been liking the tent today. She was taking a nap, and then she woke up, and now she's hunting me down and getting into my snacks. All right, let's see if you heard noises. Oh, you got a Libra. So consideration, fairness, and harmony. So if Libra doesn't necessarily resonate with you, then it is about other parts of their personalities, that they're fair and considerate. And it doesn't necessarily have to be their sun sign. It could be their rising or moon sign. My rising sign's Libra. And actually, I've heard that the rising sign is the sign that actually is the sign that people see, and the sign that represents physical connections, right? The physical part of you. Hey, pumpkin, what? All right, let's see what else. I think she wants to go out. I'm gonna let her out. Okay, let's see. Oh, we got Mercury. So Mercury is the communication planet. Think, learn, network, and communicate. There could be a, and that goes great with the magician. Magician, like I said, is Gemini energy. This feeling of that communications is very high on your connection. You could be sapiosexual, like somebody who is stimulated by intellect and words and knowledge, and somebody, you know, their brains excite you just as much as their physical bodies excite you. And speaking of how you're stimulated, let's see what kind of lover they actually are. So they could write you love poems or erotic things, or whisper dirty talk in your ear kind of thing too. That could be something. Let's see what else. Well, you have the Ten of Chalices. Very nice. The Ten of Cups is that all-encompassing contentment. Just feeling really good with this person. Very joyful, very connected. It's very erotic and fulfilling. Like, the connection makes you feel emotionally fulfilled. Oh, what's the other sexual is called? So what I was thinking was that it could be, you could be demisexual, or your person demisexual. Like I'm sapiosexual. I guess I would be demisexual too. It's like being not able to connect with somebody unless you have an emotional attachment to them. And by chance, this card is called Attachment in the tarot of the sexual magic, and it orients the relationship towards continuity. It's necessary to form a happy family. So this does feel like a connection that's going to go beyond just the sexual, because it's based on an emotional attachment and connection. Let's see what else. We get the Magician again. So definitely manifesting things. And the Magician is, I think, also virile and a strong desire. This is about courtship, though. So courtship and a new story and passion and success in lovemaking. So this feeling, yeah, like an emotional completion when it's kind of a very intelligent way, or intellectual way, I should say, of saying, yeah, that you feel fulfilled and gratified and wonderful. But that is exactly what's going on here. You have the Knave of Pentacles. So the Knave of Pentacles gives us a feeling of earthy things, of arousal. It's the magic of the wine goblet. So there could be some kind of, there could be some kind of loosening the mood through drink, or just, feeding or sharing things with each other. Even if you're not exactly a drinker, I feel like this person, before it happens, before you have your sexual experience, if that's what we're leading up to here, there's going to be a lot of attention to making you feel good, right? And I also sense that being together makes you feel drunk. That feeling of just lighthearted giddiness and arousal, and, well, it's just things that, and you're not even, I feel like this is happening to you, you're not even in the act of lovemaking, but you're just being near each other, or just expressing feelings to each other gives you these emotions. So your next lover, whenever you actually do get to experience the act of lovemaking, it's going to be very interesting and very beautiful, because I feel like your spiritual connection is already there. You're already feeling those feelings, at least in a tantric, psychic, emotional sense, right? Let's see what the experience might be like. If we can get a card. Okay, there. That's not quite a flipper, but ooh, seduction. You guys gonna seduce each other initially. It's gonna be a lot of sultry whispers, talk, stimulating different parts, your mind, your emotions, and way before you ever get to the body parts, before you get to the physical touch. There's a lot of stimulating through words, and maybe a specific focus on lips too, on the sound of the voice. Maybe your person has a beautiful speaking voice or singing voice, or both, and they know just the right words to say to arouse you. Let's see what else. Okay, anything else? Ooh, yes, tasting. Sweet, deep kissing. Definitely the mouth thing here. So I don't know when you guys are going to go get into full union, into this place where you're actually maybe like having intercourse and going, going all the way. But you definitely have an amazing ethereal connection that will turn into at least the kiss, because the mouth is very dominant here, and you might dream of each other kissing each other, and also dreams of kissing represents communication too, like wanting to communicate with that person in the waking world. And so, especially since this is a twin flame connection, I just feel like there some of you that could be in non-communication when you dream about this person, and especially kiss, especially lips and kissing in dreams. It just represents connecting with them and being able to communicate with them, and that's going to be like really important. And then the magician coming through with the manifesting it into the 3D realm, into the physical world, will be the next thing. But yeah, this very, very beautiful connection here that this feels like some of the other piles. I could feel the timing for this sexual connection or sexual union or tryst or rendezvous was very eminent, very close. But I don't necessarily sense that here, except I sense that you've always had that, in a sense, that you've always felt this connection, even if you haven't been in a physical, lovemaking scenario. So let's see what your charms have to say. Okay, here we go. Alrighty, so okay, you got sure. Let's see what all the words are. We have, you got a kiss. The kiss of true love. You have grace. You have soulmates. You have caviar. Caviar, like very rich delicacy. This is you sharing, or your person sharing their riches with you, in a sense, and feeding you. You have cards, which represents, this is in the cards, and it also tells me definitely should watch other piles and other readers to get a bigger picture here. You have the wine. See, the wine, the drinking came out again, and even if you don't resonate with the whole drinking thing, just think about what this cup means. The cup of love, the cup of overflowing emotional contentment kind of energy. We have the ring here, the masculine ring. So when this comes out, it means one of two things. One, that it could be a married man who is taking off their ring, or two, it could be a person who wants to put on this ring and commit to you, or be a committed person. So it could be both, taking it off from one, for one person and putting on for another. But you see it how you want to see it. All right, and then you have the fairy and the moon. So this nice dream world. A lot is happening in the dream world for you, I feel, and messages from the fairies. You have a red thread, which is kind of another idea, like the twin flame connection. You are this very deep and beautiful mermaid. This could be in the United States, this connection. The shells are just signs and symbols from the universe. Whenever you're out in nature, like, look around and ask spirit a question, like, hey, if this is a yes to this answer, to this question, then, like, will you put a shell by my foot or whatever, and then there it will appear, and that will be confirmation for you. You have family. You have the wise owl, and this to me represents wise communication, intelligent communication, which is going to be a real important part of your connection with this person, your intellectual connection. And then you have scissors, so there will be some cutting of something that doesn't belong, some letting go of something. And then you have the you have the Beauty and the Beast chandelier. That's what this was about. It came with the Beauty and the Beast sets anyway, and I feel like, so there could be a time where you can come together at the very least for a party or celebration of some sort. So that feels impending, and I feel that's coming up. There is a transformation happening here. Oh, the Kundalini snake, get into belly dancing or yoga or other activities or meditations to help release that Kundalini, because or maybe that's what you're doing, and that's creating this effect of pulling you guys closer together, releasing the kundalini. Then you have the rooster. Your person could be the year zodiac, Chinese zodiac sign of the rooster, which could mean that, but it also is about awakening and wake-up calls and being cocky, being powerful and strong in their masculinity, so virile again. You have the key to the suite, the royal suite, which means May. There you go. There's a sign that you could be getting together for that rendezvous. You have faith here, so keep that faith. And you have the wrench, which repairs pipes, and the pipes that connect water, and water represents love and emotion, so it could be like a repair of that connection. You have San Juan from Puerto Rico, and you have the bicycle. It's about movement. When you are out and about and you see bicycles next to somebody walking, it seems very fast. Next to somebody driving, very slow. Even in Mercury retrograde, there is going to be some kind of movement in your connection. So don't give up, because there is movement. But then also it will go, it reverses during retrograde. It will go back direct again. Maybe this is saying that your connection, or whatever's going to happen between you two, at least in the physical world, will happen during a Mercury direct period. Mercury direct period, that's what I'm thinking. Probably not during a retrograde period, but I think during the retrograde period is where all the spiritual things come out, where you release your kundalini and the transformations occur. And okay, you also have Aries, which is courageous, and you have the little fairy angel. So like, I feel like, you know, some kind of serendipitous event. So that's why I think the timing is a little hidden in this reading, because just like all twin flames, it's a divine timing, and it's a little hush hush. But it'll happen, trust me. And I think the very next thing could be a kiss or some kind of communication. And last but not least, I'm going to give you a little bonus. I'm going to give you a fortune from V11 Crystal's fortune cookie deck. So you have the little fortune cookie here, and whenever that comes out, I give you a fortune. Let's see what yours is. Ooh, bon voyage! Wow, somebody's going on a trip. Beautiful. All right, let's see now what your letters are. Maybe some initials, somebody's name even might pop up. All right, we've got DF for the Divine Feminine. My day, someday. C L R P E T. Okay. So you could see, let's see, what do we see? I see lap. I see trap, like thirst trap. I see ace. I see lay. I see ray and faye and play. That might be an important thing for you guys, because sometimes it can be get so serious, and you gotta find ways to have fun with this. Oh, maybe a doctor here? Maybe an extraterrestrial? Oh, act. Maybe an actor? Maybe you're on the right track. Anyway, so I would say screenshot that and just keep playing with it, because that can be really fun. And that brings us to the end of our beautiful reading. I hope you guys loved that. Thumbs up. Feel free to comment below. Please share this with anybody you're interested in sharing it with. Definitely check out the other channels links below and make this a really big, exciting experience where you're watching multiple channels and getting a bigger picture, as well as looking at the other piles that I have here for you, because there's can be bits and pieces in each pile. Like for instance, maybe the letters didn't resonate with you. Well, that's okay. Maybe the charms did, or maybe the reading part did more, and then the letters from another pile resonate better. Sometimes that's how this works, because Spirit wants you to find the clues here and there. And sometimes it's all in one pile, and I've had that experience before myself, and it's just blows you away when that happens, right? Anyway, so especially when you're thinking about somebody and you're hoping that's their future lover, and then all the signs point to that person, then it feels kind of a nice acknowledgement, kind of a nice validation. You know, it feels good to be validated sometimes. And so, hope you guys like that. I hope to see you at other readings. Thank you so much if you visited me from somebody else's reading. It was a pleasure to do this for you, and definitely would love to have you part of the Sparkles of Light here on my channel. I'm Cherry Enchantress, and this is Pixie Dust Tarot, and thanks for stopping by. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.